Hello, I am the Convolutional Neural Gamer, and this is AI War. So, I just defeated yet another Exo coming after the Exodian Blade, and now I'm closing in on finishing it. In the meantime, I'm going to clear out some threat, as I really want the Exodian Blade is a tool to help me in my future conquests. So, I'm kind of putting my plans somewhat on hold while that gets itself finished. Hopefully not too many of these guys here. No, most of them aren't invisible, so I should just be able to clear out all this threat. And there's quite a bit here, isn't there? 1,000 threat, yep. That'll be nice to get rid of. And the rest of the threat's hiding out somewhere unknown. Probably next to one of my other planets that don't have scouts to show the threat. I really don't need to be walking around. Oh, and I do need to be walking around because some of these guys are stupid retreating ships. Kind of have to click around to make sure I'm always in range, always moving quickly. Alright, should be able to finish these guys off very, very fast. Transports are good. One's down to 68%, 67%. It's doing well. That little minimum health thing on the bottom right is proving its worth. The that's a thing I'd say about Arkan as a developer. Generally in their games, all the options you might want exist. They're just not necessarily very easy to find. Their kind of strength is they listen to people and what they want. So, you know, if there's an option you might want, someone will probably have mentioned it, and the developers will actually have then gone ahead and implemented it. This is where you get stuff like the line building function. But the problem, in contrary, is that they then don't put that in the game in a way that's intuitive and easy to find. So you end up just unable, all these features exist, but you have to kind of know about them to find them. Much like a lot of the game mechanics of this game, it's one of the reasons the game's so hard to get into, is that there's so much complexity going on behind the scenes, but you can't find it. Like, if you don't know the game, there's not really any way to find out what those bits of complexity are. You know, does it even say here that... No, it doesn't even say, as far as I can see, that AI, even if AI progress doesn't increase, the AI will get more powerful over time. Yeah. Which is, nuts. Where am I? I've just flown into some random enemy planet. Ah, it's okay. I'll clear out this planet while I wait. Another CPA! Fun! Actually, I won't clear out this planet because I've got a transport and I should probably just repair. Heard a bang. I hope that wasn't one of mine. It was one of mine. Okay, so I've got another CPA coming in. Hopefully I've got the Exodian Blade almost done. 95%. Come on, you can do it. 95% and more than 1 million health left to repair. That's nice. So hopefully, that should mean the CPA is able to be fought in a respectable way. Bunch of scouts. Just sending on another suicide run since I'm here. In the meantime, I am going to go hunting down here. I will find the threat and I will kill it. Wherever it may be. 350 ships. Some of those ships are more brutal than others, clearly. You're just hanging around? No, you move forward. No, that's interesting. Raptor actually looks quite nice up close. And it's dead. I'm looking forward to the way AI War 2 will look with its that's some stuff. It looks like it's special forces though, which isn't really what I'm after. Let's go to there. Yeah, with the 3D graphics, AI War 2 has a chance of looking really nice. I'll just sit here and pop these guys since I don't know where they are. They might be up here. Maybe we should check them. Keep exploring. Maybe I should have just told the scouts to scout out all the adjacent worlds so I know where the threat is. Could be hanging out on here. That would be annoying of it. But not unexpected. Oh! It is hanging out here. Hello, threat. Unfortunately I'm gonna have to deal with all those Mark 5s, or rather, I'm going to have to run away before those Mark 5s come and murder me. But that's a bit of threat dealt with. If I can kill this Plasma Siege, I will be most glad. Plasma Sieges are a nuisance. And we're good. Sorry, not gonna fight you guys. I'm feeling like this is going to be another occasion where the AI is just going to go completely nuts on me. And I still have to defend here until I get the Exodian Blade up. I need the Exodian Blade. Come on. Finish before these times expire. 700. Those will be space planes. I think space planes are the only things that AI has that are so cheap and can throw 700 of them at me with a regular wave. I have 100 AI progress, which is a problem. Now 3,000 ships. Was it 2,000 last CPA or more like 3,000? I don't remember. Still, it doesn't seem too bad, but it could be high mark ships. But I doubt it. I can't have depleted the strategic reserve at all yet. You only really do that in a significant way in difficulty 10 games. And the AI will try to throw lower mark ships at you as far as I'm aware. It only starts drawing on its higher mark ships when it runs out. The AI does get more high mark planets on harder difficulties though, so yeah. Because yeah, the CPAs are actually drawn from ships that exist, that the AI owns in some capacity. So, yeah, if the AI runs out, in theory, if you actually run the AI out of ships with the massive cross-planet attacks, they will actually not be able to be as big. But before that happens, they will start sending higher and higher marked ships as part of the cross-planet attack, which I think does make the cross-planet attacks smaller, but generally still pretty dangerous. Generally more dangerous, I would say, at a guess. But it could be equivalent, who knows. I don't know, fewer, more powerful ships are probably going to be more dangerous. 100 AI progress. Okay. Didn't I spend some hacking? Oh, I started with 10. That's probably what it is. Oh no, it's because I knocked out a data center. I would love to find some more of them. I'm going to go around here, start cleaning out this planet, and that will hopefully give me a little more room to go down this way with the scouts. Finding ways to fill time while I wait the last few moments for this, and then this. I guess that'll give me a good way to test the Exodian Blade. Hey, here's everything in the world. Kill it. Okay. Around here, clear out ships. Also, I believe... I don't know, it's hard to keep track of the relative time zones and things when you're in Australia, but I believe we might hit the point where Trump is president of the United States and the world just became that much worse. So, yeah, hopefully that doesn't turn out too badly. At least it'll affect me slightly less directly, because I don't know, the problem is Australia's not in a great position for that kind of stuff, because basically if anything bad happens to America or China, we seriously get hit, because we're a major trading partner with China, so, you know, obviously anything that happens to them seriously affects us, and, you know, everyone trades with America, and they're also, just our, you know, main ally. We, you know, join in all the wars of and stuff like that, because we are not a minor power, so we join in other people's wars. I don't know, Australia is actually, in terms of, like, economy, it's actually bigger than you might expect. It's like 12th or 13th or something in the world, which is like, wow, okay, because our population is tiny compared to a lot of other countries. So having that kind of, well, you know, first world countries and all that, I have lots of money. Our GDP per capita is still like less than America, and stuff costs more here, like quite a bit more. I think electricity is like twice the price or something ridiculous. It's the occasions when I look at how the prices Americans get things, I'm always like, oh, what? You get it that cheap? It pays so much more here. But I don't know. We certainly get healthcare a lot cheaper, so I'll take that. The government negotiates the price of a lot of healthcare services, which means that you're not in a situation where individuals are negotiating the price for the treatments that will save their own lives, which definitely puts the sellers of those treatments in a unreasonably advantageous situation. You know, you're not gonna. They can basically ask for whatever you want. If the alternative is dying, you're gonna pay, which is ridiculous. So you need to, I guess Obamacare has certainly improved America's healthcare, but it hasn't caught up with countries with good healthcare yet, and Australia's not even the best. Just like our healthcare is, it works. You get healthcare here, but we do not do it in the cheapest way by any means. We have sort of a split between private and public healthcare, and that's apparently, from what I understand, a very, very, very expensive way of doing it. Ooh, beam weapon. I always like beam weapons. Alright, back to the game and away from politics and healthcare and things. So, the Exodian Blade is activated. Let's take a look. Commander, the Exodian Blade has stopped accepting further metal flows and has come fully online. The reactor signature is... we can't even measure it. The structure is incredibly dense, and its thoroughly impressive drives cannot move it quickly at all. But the beam cannon on that thing... I both do and do not want to see it in action. Enough from me, though. The more important information comes from the thing itself. At last I am ready, and I thank you. My brother, or whatever he has become, will not relent until he has killed us both. If I perish, you will soon follow. We must not delay, for you will soon find it impossible to defend yourself against the onslaught. Bring me to one of the conduits, what you call exogalactic wormholes, that is still guarded by one of his main control centers. There I will end this. I can vanquish many of my brother's servants, but my own power will very likely not be enough. Send forth whatever you can muster to ensure I complete my mission. Okie dokie. It's saying that the onslaught will become unbearable. That sort of implies somewhat of a time limit. I'm not sure quite what it means. Need activated 1. Let's create a save in case things go very badly very quickly. I guess it's possible that I'll find that after activating this thing, the game becomes completely impossible and I'll end up having to abandon this campaign, but hopefully it won't quite come to that. We will see. It did warn me, to be fair, that activating the blade will cause bad things to happen. It's immune to force fields for movement, that's nice. Sniper shots. And yeah, 4 million attack beam weapon, and a crazy amount of health, radar dampening, armor piercing, does scout intel, which is always nice. Ultra heavy. The best hull I always think is polycrystal, because that means that nothing can... fortresses can't touch you, which is always extremely helpful. But this thing can actually take the hits from fortresses to a fair extent. Still, so exogalactic wormholes. Exogalactic wormholes are the actual. They're on AI homeworlds. So that's interesting that it's sending that. So we've got an exogalactic attack coming in. The Exodian Blade probably now wants to go and hang out at my homeworld. Because I'm guessing all the attacks are going to come in there now. All this Exo and things. I probably just want to get rid of all this. There's not really a reason to have it anymore. Well, not here. I should probably put it all on my home world. All of these guys can go. I just need. I need to actually set it on the planet menu. Auto build remains rebuilders. No extras. Just build your normal galaxy-wide one. And then we'll just delete them all again so it resets. I don't remember if planet specific. Yeah, I have it building extra engineer. We don't need that. Delete the extra engineer. And finally, you guys over here can make your way over there. Now, 9,900 strength is a serious proposition. I would have liked... Wow, that is actually a really powerful weapon. Is that seriously saying it can one-shot a wormhole guard post? That would be so insane. Hang on, I gotta try this out. That was not the direction I told you to shoot it. You just turned your gun around. What are you doing? You were not very good at obeying orders. Super slow though, which is a real shame. Holy hell, yes it can. Hang on, let's zoom in on that. Yeah, that is an unusual looking beam. Wow. One-shotting wormhole guard posts. That is extreme. Those things are supposed to be practically invincible. To one-shot them is just nuts. Okay, so we're going to have Exo Wave come in here. I'm slightly worried that we're going to have Exo Wave come in here before I can get the Exodian Blade over to help. Now, my situation here has changed. I want to rejig all the defenses here, but I'm not going to be able to do it just yet. Now, I should actually grab you guys. You guys have a new home actually over here, because I don't want to lose the Zenith power generator that I need to keep the Exodian Blade powered. I'm assuming most of them are going to come from my home world, but you never quite know where they're going to go. Are you immune to speed boosts? Yes, you are. So you're just going to be super slow the whole time. 36, that's like as slow as a freaking gravity turret makes you. It's terrible. Where are you guys? There. Hey, they're not attacking yet. I thought I told the... Oh. Here. Let's get those guys over there. You also don't need tons of engineers anymore. That's a plasma siege. Should die easily enough. Where is everything? Yeah, it's just these space planes. Unfortunately, they're gonna get away. Hopefully I can at least have a somewhat easier time killing these guys. Whoa! Threat 30,000 strength. Are they... It must just be the CPA. Either that or they, like, unless they turned up the Exo like crazy hard. That's just the cross-planet attack. Now this guy technically gets double damage, I'd imagine. I don't know, he might actually be immune to attack boosts. But he doesn't need it. No, he is immune to attack boosts. He doesn't need attack boosts. He'll be fine. Got 1,000 armor too. Given that a hardened force field has 5,000 armor, he's going to take super low damage. Whoa, they decided to come after the Zenith power generator. I am not going to be able to kill that with those defenses. That's a real shame. Too bad he's non-responsive. Yeah, I may actually need several of these to pop that. That's a lot of ships that come this way. Oh no, only one. They decided that they really don't like my having that Zenith power generator, apparently. How annoying. I'd really rather they ignored that planet and just concentrate on my home world. Oh well. I've got to defend it. There's no other way I'm going to have the power to turn on the Exodian Blade. Thankfully, they are ignoring the hell out of the iron cannons, which means death to all these guys. As demonstrated. Okay, still the 20,000 threat going on. Don't know where they are. Okay. Well, he's arrived. You made it. You were slow as hell. It's crazy. Wait. Provoking exogalactic attack in 5 minutes. 5 minutes per exogalactic attack. Well, that's not what I expected. Well, not what I was hoping for, at least. Yeah, they're ignoring it and going for my home world. Okay, exogalactic attacks are going to be a problem then. I'm not just going to be able to sit around and wait them out. That's just like there's always an exogalactic attack. I don't know where the home worlds are. I really wish that it didn't make Exos attack you while you were rebuilding the Exodian Blade, because that means that now, because I started the repair earlier, I am kind of stuck. It's like, well, now I just get extra enemies attacking me at all times. The Exodian Blade absolutely murdered that wave. But, like, what's the point of the Exodian Blade if it's slow as hell? So, and if I need it to stand back and defend, it's entirely unhelpful. You know, it's just, like, it's just sitting there defending my planet from the very ships that it's provoking. So I get nothing. My net gain is 0. Well, I'm going to have to think about this. Let's try... I want to rejig the defenses on my homeworld. That means I want to add mines. I want to add additional turrets. I want to focus my defenses on this planet. Whereas these guys are super energy expensive, and the Exodian Blade's also taking all my energy. Like, the problem is I've got all my power is this guy. This is everything I have, basically. Which is not good. Even if it wrecks all the waves that are coming at me. I'm just going to have extra waves attacking me. And I can't use this for attacking the enemy. Oh, this is a beam weapon that can change its aim as it fires. Whoa. Yeah, no, it ain't kidding. That is a really, really powerful gun. Okay, the Exodian Blade is definitely brutal. The problem is I've got to make my homeworld capable of handling the attacks that it's provoking. And I'm not sure if these attacks are just going to get worse super fast. These guys have a lot of... Well, this has cost 500, so that's a good start. I also want to move back my defenses. Look, the Exodian Blade's got it. It's got this. So let's start moving back all my defensive structures to a safer point. So we're gonna and we're gonna build the toughest defense I can muster here. Okay, so I want all my guns to end like over here. That's the plan. And then I'll crowd in the mines prior to that. That way everything's shooting at once. And then the mines will have hit as much as possible as well. I'm glad my homeworld is super defensible. That's nice. I don't know if I want to... Yeah, I'll put these guys up here. These guys have... Let's just track beams. These guys are really powerful, but you only get one cap of them. So they're pros and cons. He doesn't regen at all too, which is kind of a shame. Means I probably have to repair him at great expense if he takes damage. Let's just put these guys here. It's fine. And we'll whack in a bunch of these guys just to stop them even further. And then tons of force fields. And then we're gonna line build the mines over here. It was like alt right click. There we go, line place. I'm gonna go with, I want to have 2 sets, so I want 150 in each. 150. Go with like the Lada command station is under attack. Let's go concerning. Let's go like this. I'm afraid I am not doing the math in my head very well. While I'm trying to do it relatively quickly, because I don't want to waste too much time. We can also go to controls. I want you to auto build remainder rebuilders, like 20 of them. So tons of mines, gravity turrets, just tons of gravity turrets. I want this to be super hard to get through. Yeah, the Exodian Blade is an invincible death machine, so that's nice. I hope the other Exodian Blade doesn't turn up, because I could have a bit of trouble killing that. Like the bad one. I don't want to have to fight that. Okay, that's all of the gravity turrets. I'm a bit unsure about whether I want to build all of those or not. Snipers can stay exactly where they are. What else can I throw at it? What would be the best unlock? These guys are super good DPS. Yeah, I definitely want either more beams or fortresses. I can't afford fortresses just yet. And I can't afford their energy cost anyway. Glad I've only got one really useful target for the enemy to attack. Well, the situation has changed. I need to find. Let's start exploring with this guy. Oh, and I actually, looking at the time, I will call that the end of the video. So I've been the Convolutional Neurogamer. This has been AI War. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.